Hello, YouTube. This is Eldridge Bell II with another edition of Let It Rip. Today we're going to discuss Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, anybody who knows me knows I'm an alumnus of University of Wisconsin, so I have to root for my guy, Russell Wilson, who is an alumnus as well from the University of Wisconsin. Plus, I hate the Patriots because I'm a Raider fan and I still haven't gotten over the Tuck Rule game. I know it's been almost 13 years, 14 years, whatever it is. I'm getting counseling, whatever, fine. I still hate him for that because that should have been our Super Bowl that year, and the year after that, and the year after that. But anyway, that's a whole different situation. I'm not going to get into that, whatever. Now, although I want the Seahawks to win this game, I do feel that the Patriots can exploit some minor weaknesses of the Seattle defense. Now, honestly, the Seattle defense is a great defense, but I feel that you can attack them with a two tight end set with Gronkowski and Tim Wright. Now, the reason why I say you want to have a two tight end set is because you don't want Earl Thomas, who is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best uh, roaming safeties in the game. His speed from sideline to sideline is just it's stupid. It's stupid good. But if you allow him to tee off on Gronkowski, as well as Cam Chancellor, excuse me, then I feel that that negates Gronkowski. But if you have a two tight end set where Tim Wright, he does have receiving ability and he can run. I'm not saying he's as good as Gronkowski, but he can run. He can run. I say that you actually mitigate Earl Thomas's effectiveness on the field because he can't roam like he does normally if he had a T on one player. So that's one way to attack the Seahawks defense. Another way is the undersized receivers for the New England Patriots. Julian Elderman, wow, I'm just struggling with his name. Julian Elderman is 5'10", and Danny Amendola, who is 5'11", are significantly shorter than Richard Sherman and Byron Maxwell. Not significantly in terms of Maxwell, but they are shorter. So if they can actually get those underneath routes and get like 7 to 8 yards per catch, then that's key because they're not going to get those yards after the catch or those yak if you want to use an acronym because the Seattle defense is too good at tackling. But if you can get those on initial catches where they catch it and they get 8 yards per pop, that is key. That is really key. Do I think they can get that? I don't know because the Seattle Seahawks are really good at jamming you at the line of scrimmage, and they're also good at tackling. So, and a lot of the damage that the New England Patriots do is yards after the catch, especially with Julian Edelman. Danny Amendola, if he can stay healthy for a full game, I don't know. And people might say I'm flaming the dude, but I don't know the last time he actually played a full 16-game season. I feel that that is one exploit they can actually uh, try to use against the Seattle Seahawks. But do I feel that's a viable thing against them? No. The real issue, the real way you attack the Seahawks defense is the running game. You have to be patient with Blunt because he's a big back, he's over 6'2", and he's a punishing runner. But you have to stay patient with him. And the Seahawks are good against the run, especially in the playoffs. I mean, they struggled in the regular season, but I don't care about the regular season. This is the big game. This playoffs is where you make your money, in my opinion. So LeGarrette Blunt is the real key to this game, in my opinion. If the Patriots have a chance of winning this game, and I hope to God that they don't. But you want him to get 5 yards. If you can live with 4, but you really want 5 yards to carry. If you can get that, and if you can match Marshawn Lynch's effectiveness and relentlessness. My God, I cannot talk today. Relentless. His fierceness in terms of running the ball. That's what you want. Um, LeGarrette Blunt, they have to get him in space where he's having one-on-one with the defenders of the Seahawks. You want him to get, as I said before, 4 and 5 yards, but you have to stay patient with it. If you're down by a touchdown or 2 touchdowns, you still run the ball against the Seahawks. Now, um, like I like I said, you want to run, but you can't be stupid. You still want to pass it. You want to be balanced. That's how you beat the Seahawks, is you being balanced. But you still have to be patient with the run, just like the Seahawks were against the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game. Yes, they were down by 19 points, but they still stuck with the run, and guess what? It paid off in the end. That's one key. Now, for the Seahawks, the same thing goes with them as well. They have shorter receivers besides Lockett, where they're under 6 foot. They have to make their money in this game, and they have to make it on the underneath routes, and they have to have yards after the catch. They have to get inside of Revis. Revis is a great corner. I know people have said he's lost his step since he had his ACL injury 2 years ago, but he's still a great corner in my personal opinion. Is he as good as Richard Sherman? That's a different debate. In my opinion, I think he's a different corner from Richard Sherman, but whatever. You still have to attack him, but the real guy who I think is weak on that team is Browner. And I know he was a Legion of Boom a year ago, even though he was suspended for the Super Bowl, but he was also a part of that team years prior. I think that Doug Doug Baldwin and Doug Baldwin and what is the other guy? What is the other receiver's name? Jermaine Curse. Excuse me, Jermaine Curse. That is his name. I think they have to make their bread and butter against him because Browner is 6'4", and he's going to be as quick. He wants to jam you just like Richard Sherman does. But I feel that if they have a chance to get in those underneath routes and get, just like I said with Edelman and now I can say his name, Edelman and Amendola, if they can get those 8 or 9 yards or even 6 yards, 6 to 8 or 9 per reception, I think they have a chance to win. Now, are they going to do that? I really don't know. I think it's going to be a good matchup. I don't think it's going to be a blowout in either team's favor. I think it's two physical teams. I think it's two smart teams who are good at what they do. But at the end of the day, I'm going with my boy from the same alma mater, Wisconsin. So I got to go Russell Wilson. And the score that I'm going to have is it's going to be a close game. But what do I want to do? I'm going to go with 21-17, the Seahawks winning. 21-17. That is my prediction. Right there. Boom. And to recap, I feel that you have to have a 2 tight end set, and you have to have the undersized receivers for the Patriots and the Seahawks to go against each other to do their dirt, if you will, to do their dirt to get the 6 to 8 to 9 yards per reception if they can. They probably won't average that, but they have to get chunks. They have to get chunks of yardage. And I think that LeGarrette Blount, he has to match Marshawn Lynch's intensity, and he has to get more than 3 yards to carry, especially when it matters. Those 3rd and 1s, those 3rd and 2s, he has to get that because you already know what Marshawn Lynch is going to do. I have no doubt what he's going to do. But LeGarrette Blount has to be a huge part of this game, as well as tight end set, who I think that's going to be X factors. Tim Wright, the 2 tight end sets, so you don't have Earl Thomas teeing off on just one side of the field, which is going to be for Gronkowski or tee on a receiver. You have to have a 2 tight end set where he has to think about where he's going. Now, is that going to make him totally ineffective? No, not at all. But that's how I would attack the Seattle Seahawks defense if I were the Patriots. But I'm still hoping that they lose. So, thank you for joining me. This has been another edition of Let It Rip. Once again, I have the Seahawks winning 21-17. Go Seahawks! Even though I'm a Raiders fan, don't think I'm jumping on the bandwagon for the Seahawks. I'm still a Raider fan. I just hate the Patriots, and I want to see them burn alive. Whatever. I'm student counseling. Whatever. It's okay. I understand what I have to do. But go Seahawks, and we'll have another video up after recapping the Super Bowl game. Uh, either Sunday, either Sunday night or Monday morning. Okay. So thanks again for watching, and go Seahawks. I hope it's a great game, and everybody be safe out there who are partying and whatever you want to do. Enjoy it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.